Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
That will be a great look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Starting to pile up the birdies. 5 under par for the tournament. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And, of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right where those hillocks and thick rough is and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
EA Sport.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
Yeah, a little bit of magic from here. Hole's not over. If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. Web.com Tour Championship, 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and this is a chance to pinpoint some of the stars of tomorrow. Guys like Tony Finau, and then there's Adam Hadwin from Canada, and there are a few others, Frank, that I know you're really impressed with.
Well, this is really where the talent's coming from, Rich. Over 400 wins on the PGA Tour have come from people that have graduated from the Web.com series. And really what we're seeing now is people from all sorts of different countries as well. And what I'm surprised about is the youth of these players. A lot of these players aren't even 21 years of age. They could still be in college. But they're so close to they're on the precipice of joining golf's greatest stage.
I know you're talking about a player like Justin Thomas who comes out of Alabama, or maybe Carlos Ortiz of Mexico. These guys can really go. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Well, this shot's quite important now. As we see here, get ready for approach. And what would it mean for a young woman actually to make it on the PGA Tour? PGA Tour's always been considered a bit of a boys' club, but this could really open the doors for everybody should she get a full PGA Tour exemption. It would have the potential to inspire a whole generation of young women golfers.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Once talked about a golfing prodigy, we're starting to see the real talent come out now. Birdie putt here, gain a stroke, and move one step closer to the PGA Tour.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Good contact, good result. Frank, obviously when people think about TPC Sawgrass, I think most think about the 17th. It's about 140 yards of pure terror. It is, as they have said, diabolical. And here, you want to go low or die trying.
The amazing thing about 17, it's the only hole really that Pete Dye didn't design. 17's designed by his wife Alice. They had a problem trying to get from 16 to 18. There was a big area that they dug out when they tried to get some of the sand for the golf course, and then Alice Dye said, well, why not just put a hole there? And really, when you think about it, the advent of stadium golf, the island green at 17, that's what's pushed this game over the last 25 years.
So that one settles about 18 feet away from the cup. Pretty good shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. No doubt about that one. That was struck with confidence. If you're wondering, and I know you are because we're at the 17th, 44 balls in the water here in 2013, 28 in 2014.
That's when the wind laid down, Rich. If the wind gets up, that number will escalate.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.